What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my studio. I'm Joseph Finchum, you're you, and we're working on the Dirty Dumpster Diver. How many nicknames can I use for a raccoon before this painting is done? Anyway, yeah, we're going to be working on him. I'm still setting up. I've been running around like a lunatic all day. I'm exhausted. I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm going to do my best. We'll see how everything goes. Okay, so I don't know who's out there, but if you're out there, say hi. There's Clark Fine Art, audio, video, live, check. Thank you very much. Okay, let's switch the camera and get into this. Brushes, brushes, brushes. Where are the brushes? All I have on my palette so far is black and white, so I'm still setting up my colors. I need the oranges, I'm sure. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. Some yellow and some reds and some blues. And then we'll be good to go. Tortilla chips and pineapple. I don't know how I feel about that, George. And I'll probably need some of my pink too. I'm just trying to get everything set up. Little deep violet to mix with the reds, if I need darker reds. And let's see, I need some titanium white. I'm sure. Put that over here in the corner. So how's everyone going? How's everyone doing? You know what I mean. Words are hard. Linguistics be difficult. Goopy blue. See, let me show you. I always talk about my chunky blue, but this is what I'm talking about. You see, that's like the black and the white and the orange, and then you get over here to the blue, and it's chunky. It's definitely not, the same as the rest of the Liquitex Basics. It's got a completely different texture to it, but it is Liquitex Basics. So, you get what you get. White, blue, violet, this one is the only blue I have that'll never focus on that, even if I could figure out where to put it. But this is the only one that ever actually comes out smooth and soft. Everything else is chunky. Okay, we're almost ready. Give everything a spritz. It is, you'll notice I have it dark in here, or at least as dark as I can get it. It is 91 degrees outside, and I can't handle that kind of nonsense. I have the fan going. I don't know if you can hear it. Probably not, because magic. Okay. Where am I starting? I think I need a little bit of this orange, or a little bit of yellow. Nice light orange. Might mix a little white in there. A little too bright. A little more orange. Trying to match the color I already have. Okay, and this, just want to smooth this out a bit. Cover up those pencil lines a little better. more water in that, thin it out a bit. Yep. Okay. I already see something I have to fix from last week. I don't have paper towel. I knew I was missing something still. Yeah, heat sucks. Okay. I am going to take just a little bit of white, pure white, cover up this little spot here where I went over the black and the yellow. Give that a second to dry. If only I could, starving artist. If only I could. You're going into winter now, right? I believe. Try to go over that a little bit more. Then I can come back with the yellow and fix that up a bit. And again, I don't know if I'll get this done. I would like to, but it's not likely. But I am going to try and get as much as I can done. A little bit of that white. I'm mixing with some light blue. Okay, where was I going with this? Right around up in here. Mm. Might be a little too thin. Or a little too light, I should say. I'm going to be fighting drying paint all this whole street. So keep that in mind. That may actually go way too high, but that's okay. mashing some of my chunky blue into here just to change its value a bit. Mash, mash, mash. Wet. Mashing and wetting. That's how I make my blues work. It's almost the same color. That's no good. No good at all. See if I can make one that's even a little bit darker than that. Or at least a different tone. Just highlight this one a bit. Soften it a bit. Just a bit to blend it in. Fluffy fur. Maybe. I'm trying. "52 Fahrenheit, starving. I can't even get my room that cold. I would love to." Why did I choose the bold colors? George asked. I wanted to. I don't really have answers to questions like that. I don't think it through that much. I get an idea in my head and I try and do it. I know that's kind of a cop-out answer, but it's the truth. You know, I just wanted something bright and fun. Maybe it was because of spring. I don't know. Because I did start this back in spring. I know, it's pretty much almost summer now. Hence the 90 degrees. Although even 90 degrees is too hot for right now. It should not be 90 degrees. I'm also trying to cover up spots that I know need a second coat. Because I can see the canvas through them. Not sure if I'm using what I think should be the right blue. Again, that's the problem of using a black and white drawing to do a crazy colored drawing. Painting. Drawings, paintings, you know what I mean. Words. And I figure I got to at least try and talk during this because, you know, that video I put up last week was really long and not much talking. Starving, I even let everybody know that my sister was you know, because I did it as a premiere, so I was in the chat, and my sister was watching with me, and she yelled "paint louder" at the screen. So you're not the only one who thinks that. I'm not George. I'm not surprised at all. The world's a changing, man. Oh, of course, always meant in kindness. I get it. That's why it's a joke, and I like it. That's why I keep repeating it. But my sister did yell at the TV, and I was like, really, really? Okay. I don't have my pink yet. I never did the pink. Okay, there we go. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to fill in some spots that look like they need it, you know? Really working it down into the tooth. Again, I never got to gesso this beforehand, so it's a little bit more rough than I would have liked. Makes it a little harder to work with. But it's, let me make that a little darker. It's a Fredericks canvas, and it's a great canvas. I just didn't prep it well. Had I gotten, a blue label, I wouldn't have had to really prep it at all. This is a red label. Looks like this. What was I doing? Yeah, mixing. Trying to get a little bit darker pink. A little bit more purpley pink. To go right down in here. Red. Pull that back into this area here. Can you tell how much it's drying on me? Have the red, put something in here. It's trying to get a nice blend in there, and it's not really working. Trying to add like a bit of a shadow in. It's thick. Thin that down a bit. Thin that down a bit. Nice inky texture. Cover that whole piece up. Give that a second coat. Get it nice and dark. Move up here and do a little bit more of it, just to make sure that's nice and dark. That's all black. I mean, while I have it on the brush, I might as well. Okay. Hot pie? No. A la mode. It's hot here. Eat for me, starving. Don't listen to me. I'm a little loopy. Mm. I put that yellow in the wrong spot when I first put it there. So okay, that's a little too thin. I basically I I had to take kind of a break, not a break from it, but um, it's slow going at the moment because I had to do all of the like the big gaps, in for the mudding. I had to like fill any gaps and stuff, and we had some rain here, so it wasn't drying very fast. I was using a slow drying compound. I probably shouldn't have, but I was. Um, yeah. Let's see. How high are you gonna go? Yeah. No point on that at all. Give me my point back. Yeah, so like I did some large crack filling and I was gonna start the taping, but everything was still kind of not not wet, but it was like mushy, to the touch in like big gaps. And there are some big gaps because old house, and I'm not a perfect drywall cutter by any means. A little of that black down into here. I think a little bit up from here. Just a hint. Okay. Um, Trying to add a little bit of contrast where I can. That is not thick enough, so it's going to dry weird. And I'm definitely going to have to give it another coat. Yeah, this is definitely a little too thin. Right? These are just little fluffs sticking out from under other fur. And I can't get a fine point, no matter what I try. There we go. That's a little better. Darken that up a little bit, just so that it doesn't completely match the one that I just led into it, which is also red. Just want two different reds here, that's all. A darker red and a lighter red. Give that a second coat while I'm here. Lots of cleaning the brush and going back into different colors. Developing the shape as I go and trying to get at least a decent smooth blend on the paints. Does that look like a different color to you guys? I hope so. It looks different enough for me. This I might want a little darker. So that's way down at the bottom. Back to the light pink or standard pink. I'm gonna just try and get just no thin stripe there. Thanks, Cat's Art Pics. Renovating a bathroom. Yes, in an old house. Where else do I want some pink? And basically, like, didn't gut it, but almost gutted it. I now have floating floors. I know that's not supposed to be a term, but it is now. Because my floors are entirely new, but they are not connected to the walls. The joists are connected to the walls, and the floor is connected to the joists. Yeah, I can go with that. That should be a little darker, though. Mhm. This, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Let's see what we get here. Almost the same color I had. Okay. It's definitely not dark enough, so we're gonna have to leave it like that for now. It's supposed to be darkening that a little bit. A little detail in there. That is not dark enough, so I will mix up a different color. Still way too light. Okay, time to bust out the purple. The dioxine purple. You want it to be dark. That's what you use. Oh, I just threw. I didn't realize I left the brush that wet. I didn't take any of the water out of it. Let's see what we got here. That's almost impossible to see. Just kind of what I was going for. I want it to be very dark in there, like towards the center here. You a couple little wisps of. I don't know what that was. Something just made a noise. Everything seems to still be running. I'm going to ignore it. Oh, it was she who will not be named. Where was I going with white? Oh yeah, in here. These are going to be blue, like this up here. little too stagnant. That's better. A little lighter in some places. Okay. Need some orange here. I need it to be very thin. It was a notification. I don't know what for. I'll find out when this is. It's probably to tell me something weather related that won't ever happen here. She does that a lot. It does that a lot. I don't know. Ooh, $78. That little island of yours is crazy. I'm also on a little island, but mine has bridges, so not, not as much of a problem. And your little island isn't very little either. So Oh, why do I even have this keyboard on my lap? That makes no sense. I'm doing these all with the same color just to get them in there. And then I'm going to try and give them a second coat that's a little bit of a different color. A little bit darker, a little bit lighter. Just trying to get them in there right now. Like it barely changed color. Shouldn't even be there. If I go over it, it's going to become green. Hopefully with enough coats, it won't. It's a little green. Does it look a little green to you guys? You probably no. Man. It's completely washed out. Who's my favorite musical artist? Um, that depends because I have weird music tastes. I like a lot of different stuff. So it would have to depend on like genre and style of music. My favorite band I would say is the thrash metal band from New Jersey, Overkill. They rock. Um, Second favorite band is 311, so completely different. I like Slipknot. I like 80s metal, so Metallica, Megadeth, Pantera, Guns N' Roses, that kind of stuff. But then I'll throw you for a loop because I like you know men without hats and uh, like I have a fondness for the Bee Gees because my mom loved the Bee Gees. And kind of like when I paint, I often like to I like music that blends one style with another. So a lot of the new metal I like because it's kind of like rappy and heavy metal. Um, yeah. If you've never heard of the band Skindred, look them up. They're like reggae and metal, which is kind of different, but might not be for you. There's no blue on your screen? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let's thin that out. Get that down into the tooth. Thin it out. Okay. Gonna switch brushes here for a second. Try and get some extra fine lines in here. Just trying to, I don't know. I'm trying to create like a fuzzy little area over here. Definitely starting to get in here. The summer stinks. I hate it. But I run hot, so there's a reason I hate it. Yeah, hit share, hit the buttons, do the things. And if you're lurking, say hi. Hello, lurkers. If you're watching afterwards, leave a comment. Hit the like button. Subscribe, share, do those things. If you're watching right now, hit the like button because supposedly YouTube likes that kind of stuff. Not sure how I like that. Trying to speed things up a bit. Trying to get some good contrast on the ends of these things. I kind of want them to look glowy, but you know, black background, like the light is just hitting them. But I also want them to be like a little wispy, which they're not. Oh, my red is going all globby on me. That's what's going on. Mm-hmm. Go with a slightly warmer pink over here. giant glob of paint on that brush. Eh. That went a little bronzy copper brown on me instead of dark red. That's very odd. May have to touch that up later, so get good coverage on it so it'll cover easier. Yeah, I definitely did not like that color. Running out of room on the palette. Just put my finger in the blue. All right. Lovely. Do I have... Not very different. I'm definitely going to pull some black back into it from the background, so to give some of these pieces that are a little too close in color a little more separation. here. Trying to layer until it looks good. And as I go down, I'm trying to darken the colors. Is that darker? Probably not much. Let's see. Close up that little gap there. There was a little bit of white showing through. Time for a little bit fresh pink. My pink is completely gone now and completely dry. So just a tiny bit. Ooh, homemade bread. Had the grilled burgers last night. I love me a good burger. Right, what was I doing? I cleaned off my brush too. Oh yeah, the pink. The pink! The pink needs to go. A little bit here. Yeah, that's kind of working. Globbing this on now. That needs to be a little darker. Let's see if we can make a nice thin, very dark purple. Go right over this one here. Into that shadow. I'm going to be covering a lot of that up with white anyway, just like on the other side. Just making decisions and trying to figure out what I'm coloring what. Where was I about to go? In here. In this yellow. I don't know how well this is coming out the way I want it to, but I'm trying. And I'm fighting with blue again. Loose brush hair there. That's no good. Or maybe it wasn't a brush hair, but dried paint. Very possible it was just dried paint. Where was I just now? Oh yeah, or Ooh, it's getting hot in here, man. Really hot. See if I can fix these teeth a bit. Just want to fix the shape a little. Do I have any of that blue left? No, of course not. It's already dry. Oh boy. Palette is almost completely covered, so I'm severely running out of room to mix paint on. But we're definitely getting somewhere. Should have let that dry a little bit first. Mm. Oh, okay. It's almost time to shut it down. We're getting somewhere. Just not as much done as I want. But that's how I always do it, right? I don't know if I want to do a sixth one of this, but I might have to. And it needs so many little things that I definitely couldn't even begin to finish it now. So thin. So thin. I do. There, I can't. The problem is, Clark Fine Art is that I can't find a like small portable air conditioner. Nothing, nothing will fit in my window. They do make those ones, where it's like it's there's two pieces. There's the blow the hot air outside and blow the cold air inside that like go on either side of the window, and then there's just like a box in the middle that lets the air pass through, which is very thin. But if I put that in here, the whole drawing table is going to have to move this way, and that means I can't even move this far. um, and everything else I found is the kind where you put water in them, and I'm afraid to like introduce any more humidity and moisture into this stupid studio. So my current plan is, since oh, I just got paint all over my fingers. My current plan is that you know this is my studio. That through that wall is my bedroom, and my bedroom is an icebox. And my closet in my bedroom and my closet here in the studio are connected by a wall, possibly only a piece of drywall. So I was thinking of cutting a hole and putting a fan in there. That might be the idea. And maybe that will blow some of the cold air into here. And if I ever need to, I could just patch the hole. Central air would be lovely, but that's expensive. Okay, I'm starting to get paint all over me and everything else too. I think we're gonna call it quits. I definitely didn't even show you. I never changed the screen. That figures, doesn't it? But he's getting there. He's so very close. Maybe one more session. What do you think? One more session? Or would you rather not? Charmaine Mahoney, thank you for joining, and thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it very much. Always nice to see new faces. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it for right now. Thank you to Clark Fine Art and Donna, if she was here. Am I wiping paint on my face now? I don't know. They are my moderators. They both do things here. They keep the chat running smoothly and post the links and things. Angela Clark Fine Art streams every Thursday at 3 p.m. Just same time that I do. Just on Monday, she's Thursday. It's a good schedule. She does do her Monday mixes. They go up on her Discord, I think, on Sundays, and they play like a little game, and then she puts a video up on Monday, either usually before or after my stream. I don't remember. But yeah, Angela streams too. Check her out. Links are in the description, or at least they should be. If they're not, I don't know. I will fix it. D-Lin Creative Arts or D-Lin Photography. Same person, two different things. Check them both out. Yeah, hit the buttons, do the things, like buttons, stuff like that. This guy will get finished next week, and yeah. There may be some more news for next week, so stay tuned to the community tab. I might drop some things in there, or maybe some hints, but yeah, good things. Probably good things. Okay. See if I can remember how to do this. Put it on this screen. Hey, look, there's the subscribe button, and make sure the microphone is off. Wait. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, what's up, everybody? for watching. First off, a big thanks to my moderators, Clark Fine Art and D. Lynn Creative Arts. Links in the description. Go check them out. They're great. They really help out by keeping the chat lively and in order. But don't go anywhere just yet. There are other ways you can help support my channel, like checking out my